Okay, there we go. So the viewer music. Okay, everything is there. Sorry about that. This was me talking the entire time like a noob. Speakers. Let's see. Done. Okay, desktop audio, no. Hold on. Speakers. Uh, is that it? No. Let's see. Why can't you guys hear the? Okay, at least now you can hear me, so that's good. But why can't you guys hear the desktop audio? So actually, let me do this. Open volume mixer. Speakers, real check. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So let's try that again because Luis Perez, muchas gracias. He said, no se escucha money. Yeah, so we were talking about some things earlier today. Sorry about that. Again, if you know me, my name is Kalen Chalk. We're talking about my class. I have a class that's coming out, and yeah, you can see it in the description below. If you're on Behance, you can roll down. There's a link that says My Online Class. You can click on that. And today we're just doing studies. There were some issues that I had when I was doing studies before, and I want to see if I can kind of improve some of that a little bit. And so, yeah, that's why we are here. So, yeah, muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Luis Perez, for that help. And then hopefully people aren't sitting there just staring at me like an idiot. So, yeah, let's paint it up. Okay, so now that I fixed that embarrassing issue, maybe I can get some work done. And how many? Okay, I probably want to put one in front of this. Okay. Maybe a little bit darker. Cool. All right, where we go. So once I get all this kind of figured out, I feel like I have a much better chance of kind of executing this. Because again, it's all about just making those kind of simple reads and getting the shape. So, I'll probably just sample this value just because it's a little bit easier to do. And so now what I want to do is I want to figure out just the kind of the darker shapes right here. So, once I get that, I can begin to kind of work on the execution and or the edges. So, now I can do stuff like that where I can maybe kind of mess with some things and kind of just see areas where I can kind of just make it look a little bit more natural. So I think that's kind of the issue right now. But the first thing though that we want to do all the time though is obviously just get that basic shape figured out first, and then we kind of go into everything else. So it's kind of, some people don't like doing it this way because it can kind of feel robotic, but it really does help with just making sure that you don't get too lost, I guess, in the sauce. Ooh, that's like really intense. Huh? What brush was this? Oh, these are interesting. All right, well, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can put that back in there. There has to be some. Okay, there you go. So putting it as an eraser brush, not the greatest idea. So yeah, we're just trying to kind of erase and just to find some very interesting shapes here. Once I do that, then I feel like I can go in there and I'll kind of paint some things back in, just here and there. Nothing too crazy. But the goal here is that, ooh, little follow. appreciate it. Appreciate that little sound. I don't know what it means usually, but Frank de dos Resila. Hi from Brazil. What's going on? Shout outs to Brazil. Lots of Brazilian friends. Awesome. I love me some football. Hope all is well. Hope you're safe. I know it's kind of crazy right now out there with COVID, but yeah, hope you're doing well and thanks. Got nothing but love for my Brazilians. Okay, so we're just kind of editing some of this stuff out here a little bit. I may throw in just one little kind of darker shape in here, and that will be the branch, you know. And another way you can do it too. Whoops, that's my alarm clock. Another way you can do it too, actually, is you can just like use a line tool. Boom. Yes. Alrighty. So this is how I do it too sometimes. It's that I just kind of like move stuff around. Ooh, you know what? Actually, it's kind of going outward here. There you go. Okay. And then again, you can just kind of erase it however you want. You can, you know, but we just want like a little bit of something there, just so it's a little, just so we can understand like where it's sitting. So that's it. But yeah, there probably will be some things that we need to erase here and there. Nothing too crazy, but I like to kind of just like kind of tap it a little bit and then kind of paint over it. So that's all. It's really simple stuff, and we're just kind of trying to like affect the edges a little bit. And then, you know, I'll probably bring in some smaller little details right here. So this is where I might get like a little smaller brush here. And if worse comes to worse, I can always kind of just erase from it. But just to give it a little bit of shape, you know, just a little bit. And worst comes to worst, we can always just erase. So I'm definitely kind of really worried about the texture right now, if anything. But I probably shouldn't be. So we'll probably just work on the other shapes and get those going. So there you go. And then, oops, sorry, this one here, I kind of don't like it, but we will paint it back in there, but we'll just kind of paint it like just normal. So I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but there you go. Not too bad, right? I think we're in a good spot a little bit. Okay, so let us do the next one. And the next one will be right here. And again, just kind of additive subtractive painting. So we're just trying to I guess we'll go back to the texture erase one. And we'll go back to, yeah, so there's all kinds of just really cool shapes in here that we're kind of missing out on. And we can always erase like that. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. It actually creates this really nice, like kind of soft really kind of soft texture here. Ooh, I actually like this a lot. Got kind of lucky on this one, so we're gonna roll with this actually. Yeah, why not? It's kind of random. There's some nice things happening. I think, yeah, why not? Yeah, we can definitely roll with that. Okay, cool. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think so far it's looking pretty decent in terms of just like the execution of it. So this one right here, we'll probably put like a couple of different values in here. So we'll do the 3 here. There's like a couple different things. Yo, X Freddy, probably Freddy, X Freddy. Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope all is well. And for all of my, for all my Twitch followers, if you are looking for a class, we are today we're kind of promoting my my online class a little bit today. So, if you are in the chat and you have some thoughts about it, feel free to ask. Yeah. So, and we'll just do a quick little plug right now before we get back into the painting. Environment painting, yes sir, right there. Environment painting composition, rad how-to school. There's your boy right there, and that's what we're promoting today. That class goes on sale soon, so if you're liking some of this stuff and you're thinking about trying to get your skills up a little bit and come learn with me, then you already know. All right, so back to this. This one's kind of close to each other actually. Line tool is really helpful here. I don't really need to make this anything crazier than it has to be. So this might be a 2-layer situation. And there you go. Nice. I think that actually works. But I do think this is going to require a lot more finessing. Simple for the fact that there's like a lot of negative space on this guy. And let's see, what kind of texture erases do we have? There's a rake erase. I think that's what we were doing already. A lob? No. Lob draw? No. Eraser, square texture. Yeah, I think the square texture might work here. And actually, we'll probably go back to, yeah, there you go. So this one I think will probably work pretty well because it creates that nice little kind of texture at the end, a little softness that I'm kind of digging. So yeah, we're getting kind of lucky here, but we'll take it. And we'll just kind of erase back and forth, back and forth. Nice. All right. Ooh, I like that. That might be a little bit too soft for me, but we'll see. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna work this guy out a little bit more. Okay. Uh, so this one I can probably get a little bit kind of, you know, crazier with it. And we'll see. All right. Ooh. 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 Kill him. Okay. Well, I don't know about that's like too soft actually. Is this not on like rotation? What am I doing? Oh, well, dude. Oh, this makes it way easier. Oh man, dude, I didn't realize I had this brush on my like my thing to use, and it's like super helpful right now. But let me zoom out here. Like that's the main thing I gotta figure out. Let's turn this guy off. I don't think we need him quite yet. But we will want to kind of figure out like how dark we want some of the stuff to go. So this guy probably needs to be like more greener, obviously. So let's kind of put him in that green category, make him a little bit darker. Like he has this kind of nice greenish kind of value here. It's like that. But it's right in there. And it kind of has like a little bit of gradation towards the top or something like that. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But more importantly, what we want to figure out is the shadow. So the shadow is pretty intense here. So we want to just probably like just put it all like I'll just fill it like at that point. I don't care. Question is why isn't it filling so darkly? Huh. Why are you not getting as dark as I would like you to? Well, I guess we could just do it manually. Anyways, so cool, right? Yeah, we can figure that out and kind of go from there. Cool. Let me handle this text real quick, and let me figure this part out. Flight and hey, Kalen, I didn't see you. Long time here from Madrid. Oh, you from Madrid? How's it going, dude? How you been? Shout outs to Raphael Art. What's going on, bro? Put your work in the chat, dude. Let me see what you're up to nowadays. I gotta see what my fellow Madrileños are doing. Don't be shy. I need to see what Raphael is doing nowadays. Okay, so we got that going. This one's gonna be like all dark for the most part. Yes, sir. Way to throw it in there. Thank you. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna check out Raphael's art and see what he's up to, man. Let's see. I remember the art. If it's I'm bad with names sometimes because I know a lot of Raphaels. So, but if I saw your face, chances are I would know. Especially if you're from Madrid. If you're from like the Madrid, did you go to the workshop? If you went to the workshop, then I would probably remember you. But I'll probably remember the art way more. Rafael Gonzalez. Then I do remember some of these. I think I remember this one. Hold on. For some reason I remember this one. Did you take my CGMA course? Is that what it was? I could have sworn I feel like it's from my CGMA course. I could have sworn. I think. There's a CGMA course? Let me know. I could be bad. I'm pretty sure it's from that. But yeah, Raphael is doing his thing out here with the designs. Haha! I was right. See? Dude, I remember. See? You thought I wouldn't remember, dude. Haha, see? Dude, come on. You got to give me some points for that. 3 years ago, and I haven't talked to you for 3 years, and I remember the art from my CGMA course. Your boy doesn't forget anybody. I'm just saying. Like, I'm pretty good with that kind of stuff. I was just gonna say, I was gonna be like, I know for sure I would know you by your name if I met you in person, especially if you're from Madrid, you know. No problem, bro. It's hard. It's hard to remember people, but for the most part, if you're a Madrileño, then I will remember you because, as you know, Madrid is my second home. So, and I haven't been there in a very long time due to COVID, unfortunately. So, uh, I look forward to the day I can, go back. Let me put this volume back in there. And yeah, shout outs to CGMA. Those are the homies. They're awesome. You know what? Let me put this a little bit smaller. And is that Kame art? What's good, Kame art? Yes, necesito visitar. Well, there. I need me some pata negra, some cochinillo, some let me see again, some bocadillos. You know, I need all of that. Get me some claras, bruh. Don't even get me started on all the things that I would do. Some puras, right? Some puras con chocolate. Shoots. Okay, he's gotta go. He's gotta go dormir. He's gotta go to sleep. All right, need to come back for sure. Yeah, we'll go to sleep. It was always a pleasure. Yeah, dude, I'm really glad to hear that you're alive. You're doing well, and thank you so much for coming through and taking me down memory lane, dude. That's awesome. Take care, bro. Take care. Shout outs to Rafael from Madrid coming through, showing some love. Much respect. Much respect. Okay. This one I can probably just like paint it in like randomly. Yeah, doing like foliage, man. It's so deceptively freaking hard. I hate it. But we're gonna figure it out together, I guess. I don't know. It's just really hard to simplify this. This is why I like doing it, because like if you get really good at like painting like random foliage, like everything else I feel like just becomes that much more easier. A lot of it is just kind of quick picture making, quick like little making little strokes, and just seeing how you simplify detail. Man, it's definitely not easy. And for these guys, we're probably going to do some texture erase back and forth, so that way it kind of looks like it's being overlapped, you know? And we'll use this as an eraser, I guess. Yeah, why not? And okay, we'll make that a little bit bigger, and then we'll. Sorry, I was like kind of concentrating really hard just now, and I was like, bro, what am I doing? that. Okay, so this guy needs to have a lot more. There you go. So I'm just trying to kind of like just organize some of these values a little bit. And then I got to figure out how the hell. Whoops, wrong layer. Okay, and then ooh, I mean, it kind of works. All right, not too bad. All right, let me go here. We'll do this. Okay. Wait. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Ooh, okay. Are we good? I think we're good here. I think some things are happening and I like it. I do have a brush for this that might help me. I think it's this brush. Yeah. But how do I paint it in a negative way? I'd have to use it as an eraser brush. Yeah. Okay. So I'd have to use this brush as an eraser brush. There we go. Yep. And then, yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. Oh, I kind of like that. It's like a little bit of like a texture to it. It's kind of interesting. I'll go back to this brush though. It's a lot of different brushes that I'm using. I'm probably using too many brushes if I have to kind of guess here, but we'll let it rock. And this is what happens, right? When you like, so if you watch my earlier video too, you'll notice that I had a lot of issues with doing this. I tried it like a million times, and it wasn't until like I kind of really stepped back and tried the approach, and kind of not trying to put by I changed my approach that it kind of become like easier for me. And so I have to remember that like when I'm doing this kind of stuff, like how much the approach matters. How much the organization of like my ideas matter, because if I don't get this part right, then it's like everything kind of just everything fell apart like really quickly. I kind of realized when I was painting it last week, And so I want to see. I was kind of excited to kind of come back to this a little bit because I was like, you know what? Like, I think I can do better, and I feel like I am doing better here. Like, this is feeling a lot more just cooler in terms of like getting that texture the way that I want it. So now it's just a matter of like, you know, getting some of that warmer value in here, which would be like in this one. And if I just do this right, you know, it could just be like a gradation. Or not, because I'm on darken like a moron. Sorry. Not that. There you go. There you go. What is that from? Oh, okay. So maybe I'll paint this back in with the my regular brush. Okay, so that was that one. Okay. Okay. That's looking pretty good actually. So maybe within this I can throw in some cooler values in here. If I lock the transparency, maybe throw in a little bit of a. Ooh, okay, okay, we're in here. We're in here. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna be like that, but I feel like so in this negative space, this is where you can throw in a lot of crazy stuff, and like low key get away with it. So colors to me is always like this game of like what can I get away with like legally, and like what won't make any sense. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's too much noise. So I don't know what I'm doing there. But yeah, it's like this game to me. It's this game of like what will the viewer like not care about? You know, like if I throw some like cools in there, like if I throw some warms on the bottom, you know, does the viewer go like does it suspend disbelief? And if I can kind of like get out of that, if I can kind of figure out a way to suspend the disbelief, um, or no, I don't want to suspend disbelief. You want to suspend disbelief? Yes. So yeah, you want yeah. So I want to see what I can get with before the viewer kind of goes like, all right, that's too much. So that's my goal right now is to figure out like what I can see like that red, probably too much. So maybe I can go a little bit more towards the orange. This is where like color knowledge comes in, and like I'm decent at it, but I don't know if I'm that decent. It needs to be more desaturated and darker. Yeah, I think that was the value that I was looking for. There you go. So we're just gonna kind of pepper that in there a little bit because I think that was kind of nice. And then continue with the piece, yeah? All right. We are about 40 minutes in. It's not too bad. We'll be streaming tomorrow for sure. So no worries if you can't make it. Let's see. First sketch. Okay, some people are definitely doing things today. It's nice. Oh yeah, you know what? I should invite my homie Kevin in here. Just say the word. Looking awesome as always. Inspired to see you doing landscape art, so I can do my own. That's what's up. Thank you, Kame Art. What's going on? Nice to meet you. Where you from? Plug your art. You know, talk, talk yo shit. All right. I'll probably just throw in like a little bit of noise in here. It's like this little blue color on there almost. Like yeah, like that little blue. That's so nice. And definitely there's like that little hint of color right there. Ooh. Let's get that going. There we go. Yes, sir. We highlight everybody up in here. You know, if you're showing love to me, I gotta show love back. You know, so I don't care. I'm gonna show anyone's work. Everyone who's trying to kick it. Okay, Kame from Chiclana de Frontera, España. Okay, how's it going? ¿Qué pasó, tíos? From España. Chiclana, that sounds really familiar. Chiclana de Frontera? Where is that? Hold on. Where's Chiclana? Chiclana de Frontera. Okay, yes, that does sound familiar. Where is this? Museo de Chiclana. That's right. Okay, wait. Oh, there. You're in the sur. You're like muy sur. So you're near, like, you're near Cadiz. That's where I know it from, because you're near Cadiz. Yeah, a guy I used to work with. His name is Jaime. You should look him up. His name is how do you what do you bandana works? Jaime. Jaime. Let's see. How do you spell his last name? Jaime. Shit. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to figure it out right now. I forget his last name, and I feel so bad. You know what? I'm just gonna search it, and then we'll just Jaime Martinez. There you go. Why did I think it was Rodriguez? I'm so dumb. Okay, Jaime Rodriguez. I'm gonna show you his art. He lives in Madrid now, but he's like really good. Martinez. One of my favorite dudes too. Really good. So I'm on the screen here. Yeah, dude, check this guy out. He's so freaking good. Shit, where did I go? Boom. There you go. He works for see, Dabana works. It was Dabana, not Gabbana. He works for a Games Workshop, dude. And we used to call him the Rubio, because he had this nice blonde hair. We always thought he was so handsome. But yeah, Jaime Martinez is really good. He's like one of the best artist I ever worked with in Spain when I used to live in Madrid. He's really good. So anyways, yeah, check him out, Jaime Martinez. There you go. Learn something else. Yeah, dude. Spain is like Madrid. All those guys, man. They're also freaking good. I'm like jealous of you guys. You guys are also like awesome at art all the time. So, okay. So it's that value. So it needs to go from here to there. And it needs to have more just flow to it. There we go. Let's use this brush. Oh, no problem. No problem. No problema, tío. De nada. I want to come visit. I haven't really visited, the sur of España. So that's on my bucket list of things to go do. So I need an excuse. I mean, I've been to Tangier, ironically, and had to go past like Gibraltar, but I never really got to look into all those areas, you know? All right, let's. All right, not bad, not bad. You're gonna move to Canada? Nice. I mean, I like living there when I lived there. But granted, obviously living there as an expat, right, versus you know someone that's probably born and raised there, probably very two different things. But and granted, I had a pretty decent job living in Madrid. Like I had a nice flat. It was very very nice. But I loved it. I personally want to like retire in San Sebastian, and that's in like the norte. It's near like what's that place? Pamplona. It's near Pamplona, like Oviedo, Pamplona, like that area. I wouldn't mind retiring there myself. So that's personally where I'd want to go. But nice. What brings you over to Canada? Actually, that's kind of like a very kind of like crazy shift if you ask me. If you're gonna like move somewhere, most people move like at least somewhere still in Europe, but to go all the way to Canada, that's like no joke. Oh, I'm not using. I need to use like a little smudgy smudge. Actually, I have smudges for this very thing. Where are they? I think it's this one I use. this one? No, that's a brush. Oh, I'm an idiot. What am I doing? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, I think it's this one. Yep, there you go. There's the smudge. Ah, looking good. Looking good. See, we're moving and grooving. It's really a pretty place, safe place, since every other kind of place seems rather uncomfortable to live in. I can't blame you there, man. You know, America is cool for jobs, but then other than that, if you're not doing well in America, they do not care. They do not give a shit. um, so hold on a second. Doing a little text. Talking to a family member. Okay. Like the culture. So our boys moving all the way over to Canada. Nice. All right. I think this is in a pretty decent place. I should probably work on the ground more a little bit. A little ground plane here. I love Toronto out of all like the Canadian places. I've only been to one place in Canada. That's Toronto. But like I love Toronto. Toronto was like super nice. That's like one of my favorite places. 100%. This could probably be more orange. I'm going to Alberta myself personally, since I had know a couple of friends who lived there. All right, that's cool. Are you going on like a student visa or like a work visa, like that kind of stuff? Because that's the name of the game when you're international, you know? It's the visa, visa, visa. It's a hard life for the expats. Bro, I remember when I had to get the visa to go to work in Spain. Man, hold there. That was so annoying. I never want to do that ever again. Like, I want someone to handle that for me 100% every time now. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to get those kind of like work visa stuff. Let's see. No, right here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Boom. Nice. Okay. So let's break that down. What am I doing? Oh, I painted on the wrong layer. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I mean, we're not good, but... Wait, do I even have like a... I'm pretty sure I have a... Haha. I'm a cheat. Cool. All right. I probably need to like erase in like a better way, honestly. And then just kind of push that in there. Kunji. Hey, what's going on, dude? What's going on, bro? Well, yeah. I'm wishing you the best of luck, Kami. You know, I'm hoping you get everything you need, man. Cause yeah, living in other countries, you know, it's no easy task. I'll tell you that much. So if you're out there and you're trying to do something, just wishing you nothing but safe travels, bro. Hey, you know what? We should save this because it's actually not looking like it's trash. So let's do that. We'll call it 5. And then we should probably put some like this value in the background here. Alright, that's probably a little bit too dark. So we'll just go a little bit lighter. Yes, sir. Alright, it's not that bad. Where did this come from? Oh, it came from there. Cool. Hey, there you go. You made my day amazing. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. You made my day amazing. Anytime that someone comes in here and listens to me ramble, I gotta give you credit. So much love, much love. Wishing you the best, and stop on by anytime. Let me know how the move goes. You know. Okay. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just answering some questions here on my other side. Random. Okay. How's everyone doing so far? We're good. Not too bad. What do we want for time right now? An hour. Okay, we'll probably go like another maybe like hour and a half, and then we'll go from there. But you know, if you're in the chat, say what's up. Like, you know, let me know what's good. We'll be here tomorrow, so handling stuff. You know what? I need to work on this guy right here. Not a lot of. Gotta know your tools. Gotta know the tools. Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, we're a little zoomed out right now, but that's because like I don't want to f this up. So when in doubt, stay zoomed out. And we're hoping that I can find. I'm trying to find some of those negative spaces in a way that like makes sense to me. Okay, cool. And then when in doubt, I'll just work on something else. No. Yes, here we go. Okay, here we go. And we'll probably erase just a little bit, just to kind of get a little, kind of sear those edges a little bit. We're gonna sear some of these edges for bam. You know, I could probably even use like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have background scatters. Oh, that background scatter is actually a pretty nice one. What does this one do? Texture Lob? Yeah, Texture Lob is pretty sweet. Especially if you kind of just get some of that motion in there. Cool. Cool? Cool. All right. And I gotta fix this. Okay. And okay. All right, we're almost done here. I think we're in a pretty good place. Chilling. 107. Nice. Actually, how many have I done since then? Since May? I think we started here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta send the email real quickly. Since it's not due until. Okay. I mean, sure, why not? One, two, six. Okay. Okay. Fluffy Coo, what's up? Hi. What's going on? Sorry. Send out an email here. I'm trying to policies. Is there a way you can send the bill? I am looking at my app and are currently no bills listed on there. Cheers. Apparently I didn't pay like my insurance bill, but I'm like, I'm looking at my app. It doesn't say that I have a bill. Home auto insurance. Yeah. I'm looking at my home and auto insurance. And I'm like, why is there a bill? You know, Bills, Home Auto, Universal Life, Tacoma. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. I feel it's been paid. Interesting. All right. Well, back to painting. Sorry, that took way too long. Life. I wonder. Will it take me under? Nah, never that. Anyways. Yeah, I'm trying to see. 417. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've been streaming a good amount. I was trying to see how much I've been streaming lately, and I was low key kind of curious. All right, where were we? We were trying to paint this guy up, and we were trying to blend this in over here. So I'm thinking we can grab this brush right here and just kind of blend it in, is what I'm thinking. I don't really know, but. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, so now the important part here is to like make this guy sing, you know? And the question is, how do we do that? Because this has a really, really nice, like, nice kind of greenery to it. Oh, you know what? I should probably work on this guy first. This guy has a lot more, like, interesting things happening, and I want to make sure that I hit it. Draws for fun. Ooh, I'm getting taught. Oh, you gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. I mean, yeah, you're gonna learn some decent stuff. And if you are thinking about learning, just come through to my online class, bro. That's all you gotta do. I have an online class coming up. Environment painting, bam, right there. Environment painting and composition. Your boy Kalen Shock. Look up Rad How To School, and then you're there. So, if you really about that tot life. All right, back to painting. Back to painting. Okay, so I got to figure out this part right here. There's like, it's mostly dark, honestly. There isn't much there. So actually, I could probably just paint my way out of that. If I'm really legit, if I legit kind of just take my time. Yeah, I can paint my way out of this, I think. I'm feeling confident. And by painting my way out of it, it just means that normally, like, I would have some more structure to the painting, so that I can kind of just handle it. But sometimes you feel like, oh, you know what? Like, I can just kind of do it on the fly, and I can kind of paint my way out of the situation. Meaning that whatever thing that happens during this painting, I'm confident that I can kind of fudge my way through it, essentially, which it's very arrogant to even think that way, but sometimes if you're feeling yourself and you're like, you know what, I think I got this, it's fine, because it's more of like a time saver in theory, if you can do it. But if you don't, then you are wasting a lot of time. So it's risky. It's a risky play for sure. To say, hey, you know what, I think I can do this without needing like structure, without needing perspective, and more times than not, it like never works out for me that way anyway. But you know, every once in a while, I'll get lucky. So it definitely happens. Let me use the, where's my, okay, there we go. Ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe this. Yeah, why not? Or, okay, maybe I don't erase it and then I just like I paint it back in. What that? Maybe that's what I want to do. Where is it? 5. Okay, cool. There you go. And then we'll just paint back over it with like a regular brush, like a 15 or something. Yeah. Or, whoops, I need to erase. There you go. Yeah, I kind of like the simplification of that. It's like a lot more chill. I just have to erase from that. Sure, why not? I think we can roll with that. Why not? Okay. 34. Yeah, why not? I think that's fine. And then we can throw in that same kind of values in there. Whoops. Some of these nice values kind of bouncing around. And then actually I want to go back to this and have the same thing. Oh no, poor connection, what happened? Come on, get the connection back. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. No. Sorry, if you have a poor connection on Behance, I apologize. Okay, we back. Alright, cool. Who's calling me? Los Angeles. At 7 o'clock? That's a no. Let's see. What's going on? Why am I being tagged? Today, fun was a dude who draws nothing but hardcore furry porn. What? Why am I being tagged in something? Sorry, I'm getting tagged in something. I have no idea what's going on. Oh. I thought I was getting in some like scandalous like art Twitter beef. I was like, bro, do not put me in that at all. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, what did I do? I thought I was in some like art drama. Yeah, I was like, someone was talking about like furry children's porn. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, am I getting like, is someone trying to like just destroy me right now? Like, what is going on? Because that is, I'm about to be like, man, do I gotta like go handle this and like waste my time trying to like figure out that nonsense? Like, oh my god. Yeah. So the comment that I made a long time ago was, you may be their dream studio, but are you their dream artist? And all that means is that this was kind of a quote that I would tell people, especially some of my students that would have like these dreams of like, yo, like I really want to work for this company, and they would get really mad when like they weren't getting these opportunities. They would be like, oh, this is BS, and you know this is unfair and all that kind of stuff, and they would just get kind of just really frustrated, and that's totally fine to be frustrated. But then I have to kind of be real with them and just be like, hey, like you have your dream studio, right? And when I ask you what your dream studio is, like it's really easy for you to tell me, like, oh, this is my studio that I would love to work for them, because they work on this, they work on that. And I have to kind of tell them, okay, well then, does that dream studio, when they think of like their dream artist, do they think of you, the way that you think of them? And so a lot of them, obviously, it's kind of a gut punch to the punch to the gut, in terms of like, damn, like I don't think they think of me like that. And I go, yeah, and that's the question. Then you have to be really honest about yourself, with yourself, about like, well, why is that? And a lot of it usually just comes down to quality. Like the quality of my work isn't as strong as what I think it is. And so sometimes, it's really easy for my art students to kind of want to just blame the world. And granted, there's a lot of economic opportunities and networking things that may kind of not work your way. But at the end of the day, you really have to ask yourself, am I the studio that I preference, that I preface, or that I want to be with? Do they want to be with me too? Are they looking at me and they're like, yo, we got to be with, we want to work with this guy. We really want to, we really like their work. And if the answer is no, um, then you really have to, again, you really have to be honest with yourself. And so I think that's a hard thing to ask of people that are kind of young, because they're just now getting into the art, and they're getting out in the industry and stuff like that. But again, you really have to be really real about it. Like when you look at like these blizzards and the riots, and they have a job opening, when they're like, are they saying, I really hope, draws for fun, applies, you know and if the answer is no, then it's like you got to keep going. And so a lot of people, they're just like, well, it's unfair, this and that, this and that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, life's unfair, and that's kind of always the way it's going to be. And you got to kind of cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit, cry, keep going. And so, it's a hard lesson for sure. 100% hard lesson, but it's one you got to kind of be ready for. And when that company is what you prefer, or that company does prefer you, you're going to be in a good place. But you got to be honest with yourself. Yeah. And so yeah, that's a thing that some people just kind of weren't ready to hear. And I guess that was the context of the quote, because I had a little bit of like a thing online, like a talking thing online. What do you call those? Like a talk space on Twitter, or whatever the heck you call that new thing they have. And yeah, we were talking about that. Like, are you the kind of artist? Are you the preference that the studio prefers? And a lot of times the answer is no. And again, hard pill to swallow, super hard. But again, you can do it. You just got to be honest with yourself. And the more honest you are with yourself, the quicker that stuff will, the easier that shit will go. Let me tell you. Like, once you're more honest with yourself, you will get better so quickly. And I had that problem too. Like I used to like not be honest with myself. I used to blame everybody else for all my shit. And then once it was like, yo, like you need to get on your job and handle your business. That's when my stuff like took off like exponentially. I was getting way better, way faster. This is looking like this might be a classic. Not a classic, but it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good study right here. Considering where I was last time, bro, let me tell you, that was struggle mode. Okay. But yeah, when I read that, dude, reading it on my phone, that tweet, that whole like me being tagged and stuff, like, was so funny. I was like, I do not understand what is going on here. That was pretty funny. Reading that was like low key terrifying. I thought someone was trying to like spread some shit about me, and I was like, can I live? I don't bother nobody. I don't bother anybody, man. I really do just be out here chilling. Okay, let me grab this. What are we at now? What are we at? What are we at? What are we at? Okay, I think I got about like 5 more minutes. Discourse. For real, man. It's crazy. I've almost gotten canceled like plenty of times for like things that I'm like, bro, I didn't mean it like that. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. Oh, I can't use this brush for eraser. It's too. Ugh. I just made more work for myself. Okay. Visuals. I do not realize till you get canceled misunderstanding. One time I accidentally used someone's wrong pronouns, and yeah, that didn't go well. I had to like apologize and all that kind of stuff. I didn't. I just didn't know. I just again I assumed, and that was my own fault right there. So probably deserved it. But yeah, luckily, apology and you're good to go. But yeah, definitely people can get at you for whatever reason. So yeah, I pretty much keep to myself for the most part. I don't. There's times where I definitely want to enter in the discourse of like the stupid like art Twitter drama that I see that I'm like, really, guys, this is what we're doing. And then as soon as I write that tweet, I'm just like, nah, like I'm good. And then I just go back to like playing COD. So happens to me all the time. Or I just sit there and I'm like, I'm good. So the best thing you can do is just write the tweet and then just look at it and then just delete it and be like, yeah, that was a good time. What am I doing here? But that's also why you just don't rely on Twitter for anything. Like, it's usually a good idea not to rely on like too many social media things like in general. Like that's why if like your work is good, it won't matter. I know plenty of people that like are kind of dicks for the most part. Like they're not mean, but like they're definitely like if they weren't as good as they were, they would definitely be canceled. So it's just like just work on your work. If you just do your work and try not to be like a mean person, you usually work it out. Okay, let me do this part right here. And let me. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna put this on one layer. I don't even care. Ooh, this is looking nice, actually. I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Just give me a little bit of that darkness. It's darkness. Darkness. Okay. There should probably be some color dynamics on this, 100%. Yeah, always write it out and let it sit in drafts for a few hours. There you go. Words of wisdom from visuals themselves, right? Notice I said them, right? Because I don't know if it's a guy or girl. So I said themselves. See, I'm too woke. You can't catch me. You can't catch me in a scandal. I'm too smart for that. But there you go. Write it and then just let it sit and then just delete it. It's probably a really good idea. It was like you just didn't people used to do that all the time, right? So instead of like if you like can't say something nice, don't say something at all. But then like to like kind of combat that, what you would do is you would just like write down that hateful thing you wanted to say and then just leave it there and then just delete it. It kind of sits. I don't know. That could be a thing. I feel like that's a thing. I could be wrong. Let me grab one of these. Let's put the homies. All right. I think we're. Yeah, I think we're good. Honestly, I think this is what I wanted to get out of it. In terms of like the study, I think it's a pretty good execution. I mean, it could be better, 100%. I'm not gonna lie, but I still like the way it came out. Color dodge. Nope. There you go. And throw it on this too. Cool. Not too bad. And let me throw in a little bit of that background color here for the sky. And we'll call it a day. It's a thing people need to realize. Their anger is so productive way of writing it out. Yeah, I think that's probably a thing, you know? Like, yeah, exercising. That's a big thing for me. It's probably why I like never get mad usually. I'm pretty like anyone that knows me knows I'm a pretty chill person for the most part. I don't get like too rattled about anything. It's probably from all the soccer, all the football. And I'm like, I'll just go play some football. I'll probably not care afterwards. I should do that and then just bring this up a little bit more. There we go. Better layout, you know? And we'll move this guy up a little bit and maybe make it a little bit smaller. You know, I think my next stream now will be like I did this nice little painting. Now I may try to like do something off of it, like do my own version of it and see what I can kind of create, you know? Now that I did one, like what can I do to kind of like can I make my own composition now, you know? So I think that would be kind of a fun little task maybe. No, dark, more saturated. But so far, not bad. Not bad at all. This took me a lot longer than I thought it would, though. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. A little bit darker. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there and call it a day. Yeah, boy. It's not bad. I kind of like it. I like where that was. Alrighty. So, thank y'all for coming through. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, if you are interested, I do have my first class. I haven't done a class, like an online kind of like live class in a long time. So if you are interested, just go to radhowtoclass.com. And yeah, I have a class coming out. If you can, spread the word. If you're not into it, maybe you know someone that is. Yeah, just go find this right there, radhowtoclass.com. To my Twitter, share it, tell people about it. It might, could possibly help someone. And yeah, it's been my first time doing like a live online class where it's like completely live, 100%. Have done that for a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to doing it. So it should be a fun time. And I worked with Rad. Rad's the creator of Kipo, and I worked with him on a DreamWorks feature, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It was really awesome working with him. So him asking me to be a part of it was really really awesome. Click on the title. Hard to get to the class. It took me a minute, and I used the site before. Yeah, it's a little bit. The site's a little bit weird. Not gonna lie. But yeah, if you can't get to it or just share it, then yeah, I really really appreciate it. Yeah, coming through. So. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming through. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Draws for Fun. Thank you, Oniros, Visuals. We had Raphael come through from Spain. Fluffy Kuh came through. Appreciate it. Who else came through? Kame came through. Yeah, a lot of people came through. So yeah, it's really, really cool. And then, of course, people in the Luis Perez and Frank, everyone else, much appreciated. So yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. We'll talk more about my class and stuff like that. I might even do some painting or something like that. We'll figure something out. So until then, yeah, thank you guys so much. Take care, guys, and as always, peace